What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there strolling below, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, people, and share the videos. People will keep the movement moving. Okay? Had a long morning, people. Wish I could tell y'all a lot of this shit that's I'll probably tell y'all later, but a lot of man. My morning was fucked up, man. So I heard this song, I said I had to play this shit. But y'all know how I do, people. Play my theme music.
Put me on top, city on lock. They like when he gon' drop. He done shit the game up when he gon' pop. Yeah, they know the name, but is he gon' stop? Back to back runner, fucking up the whole summer. On the road, I'ma take the whole glow from him. We ain't had enough. Niggas speaking down, but they know who coming up. And I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far for me. Never caught off that one day. I'm still on my way, still on my way. Yeah, I'm just greedy like Chubbs with a hustle like Pope. Trying to get it out the mud like what I'm supposed to do. It was in my blood, shit my family even knew. 22 I blew, I owe everything to true. Something out of nothing, that's a cold situation. Know they probably hot, but they froze in the faces. I didn't even rush, I was chosen but patient. Feeling like rust, I went gold out the basement. Get it by the cases, running eagle chains by the dozen. Told gang that I love him, it's a whole celebration. Better get it started, but still gotta embrace it. When it's from the bottom, it's a different foundation. Yeah, it's a different bag waiting on the other side. I just wanna live in salvation. We ain't had enough. Niggas speaking down, but they know who coming up. And I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. Never caught off that one day. And I'm still on my way. Still on my way. And I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. No, the top don't look too far. Never caught off not one day. Never caught off not one day. But I'm still on my way.
All right, people. Y'all know what time it is, man. Let's get the show started. What's going on, my people? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Welcome to the OBF The Network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there strolling below. Make sure you guys hit the like button, And make sure you guys share the videos, man. We highly appreciate you guys sharing the videos, man. Keep the movement moving. Had a long motherfucking morning, people. Long goddamn morning. Long goddamn morning. Family issues. You know what I'm saying? I think the only good thing about the whole situation and shit was, you know, a lot of me and my family members reconciled on some past issues that we had with each other, some shit like that. But, you know, we what's the name, man? We fixed a lot of that shit. You know what I mean? Without even apologizing. You know what I'm saying? We was there for a family member, but shit went like totally left. And try to do like an intervention or some shit like in a way, but that shit, it just didn't even go, it didn't go well. Yeah, man. A lot of bad memories and shit, hurt feelings and shit. I felt a lot of anger. You know what I mean? Just brung up a lot of bad shit. And see, you know, this family member kind of took this route and spiraled out of control. And, you know, me and my sister, we just, you know, it's embarrassing for me and her. You know what I mean? Because it's, fuck it, I said it was my mom. You know what I mean? And, you know, dad calling, crying and shit. And my dad don't cry. I don't think I ever heard my dad cry but one time, and this was probably the second time. And so, just was weird shit. Fucking grandmothers, aunts, and everybody like, thank God you here, type shit. And I was just like, you know what I mean? And yeah, man. The only good thing about it, you know, me and my grandmother and shit, aunts, uncles and shit, we kind of like squashed out shit, and me and my sister to a certain extent squashed out shit. And you know what I mean? And just shit was just fucked up. We was mad, angry, almost lost my cool. Cause I was like, yo, y'all already know how I am. And y'all like got me down here for this shit. Like y'all know what y'all supposed to do in this situation. Like it just was, like I was angry. I wasn't angry at them. I was angry at my mom and shit. But you know, I ain't gonna get into the detail, too many of the details that she did. The fuck, like she crossed the fucking line today, bro. Like really, really crossed the line. Disrespecting my grandmother and shit, snatching shit from her and shit. It was just, all that shit was just fucking. It wasn't even stressful. It was just, it was. I was angered. Like, yo, we can't keep doing this shit with you. You know what I mean? You've been fucking fell off the wagon and got getting high again, man. That shit just, and that shit bring up bad memories for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been through this shit. You know what I mean? It affected me more than it affected anybody in my family. You know what I mean? 'Cause I had to live with that shit. I had to everyday life with that shit, man. That shit just, it didn't even break my heart. It just angered me. You know what I mean? And then the shit that she did for everybody to come together and to do this shit, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, and then to see how bad she bad. Like, it's talking to herself and shit, talking to people that's already dead family members and shit in front of us. And we like, yo, she gone. She lost it. But she still have some type of understanding of what she's doing. And that's the bad part about that shit. So it just angered me. And then the reason that we was even there because of the shit that she said. Like, everybody was in panic when she said this shit. Went to my grandma's house and that shit was crazy, bro. Had my wife crying, my dad crying. You know what I'm saying? You know, my grandma was on the phone crying to my dad and shit because she really thought this shit happened. And it was just like weird. I ain't gonna get into details about that, but yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. So I had a fucked up morning. I had to call. I had, but you know, I'm supposed to be at work. I had to call my boss and shit. I'm ready. I'm getting ready to wake up to get ready for work, but I wasn't ready to get up just yet. It was like 15 minutes before I was getting ready to get up, and then my dad called and shit. And he was trying to get in touch with me, but I was knocked out, bro. And called my wife. My wife picked the phone up, and shit just went left, man. Everybody crying and shit. I'm the only one, like, you know. I'm the level-headed one now. Like I and I don't know if because I got older or have seen so much bad shit or heard so much bad shit, I just kind of don't react to shit that a lot of them react to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just more calm. I'm level-headed, and I just was like, all right, let me get my shit together. Let me get my clothes on. Let me brush my teeth. Shit. Let me get myself together. You know what I mean? And I'm not a morning person, so my brain ain't even fully developing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a weird ass morning, bro. Like I said, you know, she can't help her, bro. Can't help people that don't want to be helped. And like I said, the only good thing that came out of that is that me and my family, we reconciled and we back together and shit. I'm getting ready to go this Saturday to my aunt's birthday party and shit like that. All my family gonna be there, and you know what I mean? That's the only good thing. My aunt was like, you better bring your ass and shit like that. She was like, you know, I was like, I'll be there. I got you. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know what to buy people for their birthday and shit like that unless you tell me. But I usually just give people money. So I'd probably just give a couple $100. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, for a birthday. But, yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. But anyway, man. Hope everybody having a blessed day. You know, we just, you know, shit crazy in 2024, man. Now, I always tell people this is the reason why I stay the fuck away from people. As I don't like drama and I don't like this type of shit. I don't like feeling the way I be feeling and shit. You know, and I'm built different, man. I come from a different type of background and raising, and I just don't, my tolerance for fuck shit is just, it angers me more that people bring that shit around me, and that's what pisses me off more than anything. Like, you know, that ain't the type of energy and the type of time I'm on. You know what I mean? So, like, part I was mad at my family because they called me on that bullshit, but I understood why, because of what was said and shit like that, and I get it. So I automatically stopped being mad because I understand what happened. You know what I mean? Or why they even called me for this bullshit. But, you know, it is what it is. So, but anyway, man, let's get into this. People, we got Trump allies out here. Lying, bitching, whining about Trump on trial and going through all these trials and shit like that. But mainly he doing this hush money trial right now. So they bitching and complaining about it. They trying to kiss his ass. They basically kissing his ass because they know this dude is a piece of shit. But they out here at his press conference lying. Shit, what the fuck? I just hit the shit. Alexa, go to YouTube.
Here is YouTube.
Yeah, so they out here lying for this dude, making up shit, getting people all hot and mad and shit. Trying to get the clip back, people, in a second. All right, hold on. All right, I got the clip. All right, let's get into it, man. They just was basically lying and shit. They had Trump at the courthouse in New York speaking this bullshit. Let's get into it.
Morning, everyone. I'm Governor Doug Burgum, along with our Congressman and Vivek. We're here today to offer some observations.
Listen, you gotta understand. This, you know what's so bad about this too? is that these people are elected officials, and they out here defending the criminal, a horrible individual, and they got a nerve to put their status out there, their titles out there. I'm the governor, blah blah blah. Like, yo, you are an embarrassment, bro. I wouldn't trust you with a dog. But anyway, let's move on. I just wanted to put that out there. Man, these people crazy.
Observations of firsthand.
And this is how much I know they kiss asses. They are all out here. Yo, this is the... these motherfuckers crazy. Because I want to bring this up because it need to be said. All these motherfuckers are out here dressing like Trump. All got on the same color, same tie, same shirt, same color suit, everything to the T. This shit is sad, bro. But anyway, let's move on, man. Damn, I have no type of being individual type of motherfuckers. You all niggas, they are in the fucking coat out here defending this dude. You niggas got that. It's down to it's so bad they out here dressing like this nigga. And they all dressing like this. But anyway, let's move on.
Firsthand, I think one thing that we've all known is this was a sham trial, but when you have an opportunity to see it up close and personal, you can see it's actually a scam trial. When you've got a judge that's a donor to Biden, you got prosecutors that are supporters of Biden, and then you've got
so the trial that is in Florida about the document trial. Is that judge being biased? Huh? We know it's ran by a Republican, so it's going to be a part of his, people that kind of fuck with Trump in a way, right? That's going to be on that trial. Listen, is it all a sham? Is it all biased? The judge is being biased? Because we know most likely she donated to Trump. Trump, matter of fact, she is a Trump supporter. Trump, help her get that position. And it's a long-term position. A man, she a life-term position. So it ain't like they can vote her out. She's there forever until she die or want to quit or retire or whatever, or some scandal happen. You know what I mean? That she did some wrong shit or something like that. But is that a scam? Is that a scam trial? Or you might call it a scam trial. But is the judge being biased? Because we know she a Trump supporter. I don't hear you speaking on that shit. The whole reason for the special counsel attorney that they got in that case with the document case is for a reason, so it can't be a biased thing. So that prosecutor ain't being biased, but you still call them biased. And then, like I said, it ain't our fault that some people cannot keep their biases to themselves when they have to be fair. That's not the rest of our fucking fault. And mainly the people that don't like to be fair about shit is Trump supporters. They always biased. This man can't do nothing wrong in their eyes. He does nothing wrong. Nothing. They support this man even though they know he's a horrible individual. But anyway, let's move on.
You've got relatives of the judge that are benefiting financially, directly from this trial and that information. And then you've got the star witness is a serial perjurer then you have to ask yourself, what is this all about? And
But who he lied for? If he a serial perjurer, we all know who he lied for. He lied for Trump. And the only reason Michael Collins turned on Trump is because Trump left him out to dry. Like he do all them motherfuckers. Rudy Giuliani, all of them. He's doing it to him. And you niggas, you motherfuckers are still sitting here defending him. You see what he done did to others, and y'all here defending this dude? He will turn on you. Michael Collins snitched on him, told the truth, perjured himself and all that other shit for Trump, and then come to find out Trump ain't got his back. Like, what are you talking about? All of a sudden now he's a perjurer. He's a liar now. When he was lying and perjuring himself for Trump, you didn't say that. But anyway, let's move on.
about. I think the only conclusion, of course, is it's election interference and it's tying up the president from being out on the campaign trail. And of course, we know that.
Well, sir, number one is partly not all the way true. Then number two, the other part that where it's partly true. Well, whose fault is that? That ain't the system fault. All this shit that Trump is being accused of and have done is valid of why his ass is in trouble. Or being accused or being prosecuted for this shit. This is all his doing. Nobody made Trump do a lot of this shit. Nobody made Trump pay off hush money to a porn star and try to lie about it. And try to cover it up. Nobody made him do that. Nobody made Trump create a organization that scam people. Nobody made him do that. Nobody made Trump take those documents. When he found out he couldn't keep them documents, he fought them tooth and nails, hiding some of that shit, had people lie for him, allegedly, and not give the documents back. They are important, but they shouldn't be that important to Trump. You're not the president no more. You don't need that shit. Trump would not even be, it wouldn't even be a trial. He wouldn't even got prosecuted for this shit. It wouldn't even have been a big issue if he just would have turned these motherfucking documents over. Nobody made him do that. It had nothing to do with the district attorney, the judge, the grand jury, nobody. The FBI, nobody. The DOJ, it had nothing to do with nobody. Trump put himself in these situations. He has done it. Nobody told him to have these fake electors around the motherfucking country to go in and steal the election. Nobody made him do that. He had plenty of opportunities to go in front of the Supreme Court, federal judges, all that shit. And they came to find out no election fraud. For months. So all the courts, even the Trump supporters, judges that said, can't find nothing. So they all being biased too. They voted for you. You wanted them to be biased when it comes to you to help you, but when they do the right thing, then they're being biased and they wrong. You can't have it both ways, bro. Let's move on.
Know that from the polls that have come out, even from the New York Times, Rasmussen Interactive this week, President Trump is leading all over the country. And the conclusion you could draw from that is the American people have already acquitted Donald Trump because the things that...
First of all, sir, I don't give a fuck about them polls. I give a fuck about what happened in the election when people do vote. Polls don't mean shit to me. Now, to stupid motherfuckers like him, it probably means something, but it doesn't mean shit to me. I don't give a fuck how many polls he leading in. What about the people that don't vote for Trump? What about them? You just ignore them, right? Yeah, of course ignore them, because you figure the motherfuckers that do fuck with Trump, their voice count. Their vote count more than everybody else. That's why as a president, regardless if people that didn't vote for you, you try to compromise with the other side. That's a real president. I don't like all the time that Biden does that shit and the Democrats does it, but I understand why they do it. But that's not a democracy. That's not saying I care about America. You care about certain people in America. At least if you be honest about that, then I'll respect it. I like, oh, he's standing on business. When you try to say America has spoke, America hasn't spoke, nigga. It is regardless if Trump win. All America don't fuck with Trump. I don't fuck with Trump. I don't fuck with these dudes. Like, you guys are a danger to society. Fuck the Constitution, to society. You can't talk about nothing about. You know what always bothered me about these Trump supporters? They always want to talk bad about Hamas and all that other shit. You think you're better than Hamas? Trump supporters, you really truly think you're better? You're not better than no terrorist group. You are a terrorist group. And I know that don't register your head because you're a bunch of fucking idiots. Excuse me. But just getting out here saying this shit, kissing this dude ass. And you know he did wrong. And that's the bad part about it. They know he did wrong. But let's move on.
That they're concerned about inflation, crime, the border, the economy, all of these things. President Trump is leading by huge double digits versus Joe Biden. And the sooner that this...
First of all, sir, if Trump really cared and y'all really cared about all those things you mentioned, the border, the economy, and all that other shit, if it's so bad, why are y'all not in Congress helping? It's one thing to bitch and complain about some shit and saying that what Joe Biden is not doing or what he, allowing or whatever. How about y'all go sit down with the man and compromise? Because you're not going to get everything you want unless you're in total control. But I understand that's what you really want. That's what y'all fighting for, to be in total control, to rule over everybody. I get it. But stop telling me about issues and problems in this country when you're not willing to go sit at the table with people that you're not going to always agree with and not compromise. If you're not going to do that, then shut the fuck up about the economy. Shut the fuck up about the border security and all that shit. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. You ain't got no solutions. And the solutions that you have, everybody ain't okay with that. You know that. So it's why you bitch and complain about something if you ain't willing to sit at the table and fix it. And compromise. No, you want to run a campaign off of this shit. So you can get scared people, fear-monger them to vote for you. That's all Trump supporters is. They're fear-mongering, fearful voters. Half of them don't even know how the economy works. Half of them don't even know how the border shit works. They don't know how government even works half of the fucking time. They don't know half of the time. So they listen to these ignorant motherfuckers pretending that these people know exactly what they're doing. Trump had 4 years to fix some of this shit, and he didn't do it. You know what he was doing? He was passing tax cuts for his rich friends and buddies. But he's against the elite. The elite is actually the rich motherfuckers. What are you talking about? The same people that donate to Trump, they are the motherfucking elites. They're the deep state too. What are you talking about? Let's move on, man. These unbelievable.
The sooner that this scam trial can be concluded, the sooner that the president can get back to getting out, campaigning, and talking to the American people about the issues that matter to them. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the congressman, then Vivek. Thank you.
Having these issues, a lot of these issues that they talk about, and Trump, they whine and cry about, having this shit don't really affect some of those people. It really, truly don't. You ask Trump supporters all the time, how is gay people existing affects their life? They can't tell you. This whole wokeness and all this other stuff. Oh, it takes away our constitutional First Amendment right. Bullshit. It's a lie. Because if that's the case, you shouldn't be able to say certain shit to us and get away with it. What are you talking about? I can't go in no job and because I don't like somebody or whatever, the color of their skin, or because they gay or whatever, or they white. I can't call no white person racist just because they white. It will be an issue at a job. What the fuck? I may not work there no more. Come on, man. Let's move on, man.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of America, this trial is a joke.
Look at this.
This thing is a
Look at this buck dancing ass nigga. Excuse me, people. This buck dancing bananas ass nigga. Boy, I tell you, boy, when they talk about coons, oh, this nigga. Adam Donald, whatever the fuck his name is, from Florida. Congressperson from Florida in the House of Representatives. This coward ass, coon ass house nigga. Damn, boy, you look like one. That's the bad part about it. You ever see house niggas' face? They know what they're doing is bullshit. They got the bullshit look on their face. Like, I'm about to say some bullshit. They know what they saying is wrong. They on the wrong side. They know. Just look at their faces. Every time I see people like him and Candace, I look at their face, I be like, they know they lying. They lying to themselves. House nigga.
Is a farce. We were in there all morning. Michael Cohen basically sat there and said, yeah, he invoiced legal expenses. The Trump campaign, the Trump organization, not the campaign, paid out money in legal expenses. Where's the crime? There is no crime. The only crime that's happening here is this Democrat judge and the Democrat Party.
First of all, you stupid son of a bitch. He's been accused and been on trial because he think people's ignorant and don't know the law and don't know why his ass is locked up. Now, the Trump supporters may be ignorant to the shit. That's why he keeps saying this bullshit. Trump is on trial because of the simple fact that the same shit that Michael Cohen's got arrested for and perjured himself as well, to lie for Trump, and the same thing he got convicted for is the same thing that Trump is on trial for. So the charges must have been bogus when Michael Cohen got took down, huh? He shouldn't have never been arrested, right? So, listen, it's all fuck shit. They are sitting out here just basically lying. Nothing is real. All this is sham. If they against Trump, it's all a scheme. It's all conspiracy. These are conspiracy theory people. But they intentionally putting conspiracy theories out here to rouse people up. because they want their votes. They don't really genuinely give a fuck about them voters, them Trump voters. They don't really genuinely care about them because they wouldn't lie to them. They supposed to be the party that don't lie, right? The Democrat Party lies. Okay, and then they try to pretend, well, we don't lie. We tell the truth over here. No, y'all don't. You are no different than the Democrats when it comes to lying to the American people. The fuck are you talking about? The bad part about it is that you lied to the American people more than the Democrats do. That's the bad part about it. The fuck are you talking about? Everything's a scam. Everything's a sham. Everything is a conspiracy. Everything is that. Nothing is the truth anymore. But when Trump they say the shit, it's truthful. But we can all break down their lies. But then they tell us we too woke. You a leftist. You're a radical. You can't win with these people. Let's move on.
Party prosecuting their political rival right in the middle of a presidential election. The crime here is that the issues facing our nation are not being addressed by the Democrats, but they want to go after Donald Trump. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing that has been wrong here. Nothing that has been done poorly by President Trump. The only thing that's being done wrong is by this judge.
First of all, sir, you are a fucking liar. The man paid hush money to a former porn star that he had sex with. Right? I'm not for sure for 100%, but I don't remember when Trump did not admit that he did not have sex with her. So we know he had sex with her, because I don't remember him denying it, saying he didn't have sex with her. He's just denying that he didn't give her hush money. To hide the scandal. That's all he's admitting that he's saying he didn't do. But you got the dude that actually paid the hush money that worked for you, that was your second in command when it came to fuck shit. Your lawyer, basically. Okay? Michael Cohen was his lawyer, his advisor, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was his lawyer, but he might have just been his advisor. Right? Then you had the dude, I don't know if from the Washington Post, is one of them posts, that he was good friends of, that was going to put the story out. But Trump got in his ear, paid him money to not allow the story to come out. He got on the stand and said it. So is he lying? Put Michael Cohen to the side. But is that guy lying? Come on, man. Let's move on. And this ain't the first time Trump did shit like this. And that's the thing. That's why the dude that I'm talking about, the guy from the Post, the guy that owns shit, he did this shit more than once for Trump. Trump always came to him and asked him, don't put these stories out there. He's going to fuck my reputation up. He's always did this with this guy. So is that guy lying? Regardless if I think this guy a piece of shit or not, but is he lying? If that's the case, if you're telling us we can't believe in people that lied, we can't believe in them, well, we shouldn't be able to believe Trump. Trump lied too. So we should never, ever believe in a liar. You can't have it both ways. That's all I'm saying here, people. They always, Trump people and sycophants and the cult-like motherfuckers, they always try to have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. If Trump lie, you know he lie, then you can't say we can't trust other people that lie. Or maybe have lied and fibbed. You can't get mad at them and you ain't mad at Trump for lying. Move on.
This judge, his daughter's making money, raising money for Democrats, and all of the fundraising emails and all the fundraising things are about this trial that his daughter is.
Sir, all of y'all out there fundraising for Trump, you doing it now, you bitch ass motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? Taking advantage of them stupid ass Trump supporters. They just giving their money away, but they so poor though. The economy is hurting. They're hurting out here, but they still keep giving their money to this piece of shit. And he's telling them what he's doing with their money. He's telling them, I'm taking y'all money to pay off my legal fees. But he keep telling you, I'm very wealthy. I'm very, very rich. Remember Trump said he's not going to take campaign money. Right? He said, I'm going to use my own money to pay for my campaign. We came to find out that was a lie. He said, Kenny, well, what can he do with the money? Two things. He could have gave the money back, sent that shit back, or he could have took that money and actually helped people. Donated all that money, all that campaign money that people gave him and donated it. He didn't do that. That motherfucker took it and pocketed it. And he's still to this day using it and still asking them for more money. But motherfuckers want to sit out here and act like Trump is this great dude. He's so much better than Biden. Oh, he on like him and Biden, they kind of do the same thing. No, they don't. No, they don't. And I'm not the biggest fan of Biden, but no, they're not. They're not the same people. I do know how to separate evil motherfuckers from people that sometimes do some evil shit that I don't like. Now, would I call Biden an evil man, evil person? No. But I think he do some evil, fucked up shit. I think he do some sucker shit. I think he lie. But not like Trump. That is a different breed, motherfucker. Fuck out of here. And I'm not here to say to defend Biden, nigga, because I don't fucking really like Biden either. But I don't have disdain for Biden like I have for Trump. Because I know exactly who Trump is. I know who Biden is, but he's not Trump. I tell you that. Ain't nothing strong about Trump, nothing genuine or good about that evil piece of shit. That man is evil.
Daughter is using, he won't recuse himself. This is a travesty of justice. This is a misuse of the justice system.
Well, sir, tell that woman that's in Florida, that judge, Conan, whatever the fuck her name is, that old dizzy, goofy bitch that don't know nothing about, this bitch don't even have an experience of a trial in that. Anyway, I don't even want to get into that. Tell that bitch that she needs to give that case up then. She's a Trump supporter. So why is she still the judge? She donated to Trump. Most likely, I guarantee she did. We know she support him. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It ain't our fault that some people out here can't be biased. You're a black man in America, live this life, and you don't know that it's biased ass people out here? Okay, bro.
And look around New York. New York's got plenty of issues. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. You have all of NYPD's finest down here because of this travesty going on in that courtroom.
Yeah, you from Brooklyn, New York, but bitch, you live in one of the most racist states in America. You live in Florida. So your opinion don't mean shit. If I ain't, listen, people, I'm from Baltimore, so I can criticize Baltimore. I still live here. I was born and raised here. I can speak about my city. If you a motherfucker that leave your city and move somewhere else outside of the state, you moved a whole nother state, nigga. I can't speak on Baltimore. I can't tell you niggas need to do this and need to do that, because you know why? Because I don't live there. My opinion, to a certain extent, really don't matter. To a certain extent. It really don't. You moved to Florida, bitch. You live in Florida. Fuck out of here. You didn't hold up. You didn't try to run in Brooklyn or New York for any type of Congress seat. You in Florida running. You are a Florida representative at this point. What the fuck are you talking about, niggas? Don't talk about New York or any other state, really. You ain't from. Never mind. Let's move on, man. Listen, there's crime everywhere. You go to Florida, there's crime down that bitch. They acting like the crime is very low in Florida. You smoking crack. These motherfuckers down there killing people, killing each other over crazy shit. Crazy shit. You hear it all the time down there in Florida. They be on some other shit down there in Florida. Because it ain't really no structure. It's just a bunch of racist ass white folks running amok. And then the niggas, the Hispanics, the whoever, the other motherfuckers, they running amok too. Police department acting crazy. Fuck out of here. Florida is listen. All the police is around the country is on some bullshit. But Florida police officers ain't shit. I always keep saying this. I don't know why they allow police officers to get away with the shit that they get away with, because they cost the taxpayer money. They cost us every year around the country. I looked at this shit. They cost the country, just the police. Look, every local police officers in states with lawsuits and all that shit. They cost us money. They cost us more. A lot of them money. Listen, they cost us billions of dollars every year. Billions. And I ain't talking about 3-4 billion. Now I'm talking about 50, 60 billion. Probably higher than that. Because I got to look at that thing again. Listen, they cost us, man, they want a raise. Stop doing stupid shit. You can get the raise. You costing taxpayer money. It ain't even your money. To a certain extent. You out here and you want a raise? Bitch, you can't get no raise if y'all out here acting like that. It was something that my boss said to me. He said, not my boss, but my manager and shit. He said some shit to me. He said, we can't get no bonuses if you niggas out here keep getting infractions. Which means speeding, not stopping at stop signs and shit, but mainly speeding. Right? We gotta all be on, can't get this shit. So we all can get these big bonuses that we want. You costing everybody they bonus. We in this shit together. I can't get my bonus if y'all out here fucking up. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, if these police officers out here costing people money, costing the state and the citizens money, but they still bitching complaining they ain't getting paid nothing, well, who fault is that? You probably could get it. We probably be pushing for you to get it. I'd rather pay teachers than to pay police officers. And we still ain't figured out why we can't pay teachers. We can't up their salary. And they really help people. Police don't help nobody, nigga. They don't come. The crime is already committed. We keep looking at these motherfucking police officers like they superheroes. They ain't shit. I definitely witnessed that shit today. I'm looking at, and it's a black cop. I'm like, really, bruh? Are you serious? You ain't seeing what we seeing, but you don't give a fuck. So you ain't gonna do nothing. So we just called y'all for nothing, which I already says that, but that was, we ain't had no choice but to do that. Because if any one of us physically put our hands on my mom to remove her, nigga, we would have went to jail. They talking about we gotta go put in complaints and all that other shit. But if she would have just said that one of us physically put our hands on her, they'd try to lock us up. So what the fuck are you even here for? What we call you for? You ain't gonna do shit. Police don't do shit, bro. I literally, I've been on this, but I literally seen it. That they don't do shit. My sister was saying this shit to everybody. It was like, they ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna tell her she gonna leave, she gotta leave and all that. But they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna try to get her no help. You got people out here that ain't doing shit, and they go fuck with those people to lock them up. But you got a person that was sitting here pulling knives on motherfuckers, witnesses, everything, and you don't do shit to her. Because they don't give a fuck. Listen, people, I ain't want the police come in and rough my mom up, nothing, but, man, take her ass to Shepherd Pratt. Take her ass to the crazy house. She lost her damn mind. She don't live here. Why are y'all still out here trying to negotiate with this woman? She in somebody's fucking house. She don't live here. Listen, let me just tell y'all something. I remember the police asked her for her name. My mom wouldn't give her a name. We know people that dad beat the shit out of and go to the extreme in a traffic stop for not giving their identification or walking down the street. But she wouldn't answer him. I said, listen, her name's such. Then she tried to lie. I said, oh, that's not my name. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I literally seen the police do nothing, bro. Then I'm telling the police, I say, so y'all ain't gonna do nothing, right? You know me, I don't even really like the fucking police. I didn't call them. My grandmother called. Hey, can't stop my grandma from calling. Because like I said, if we put our hands on her, I'd have did it, put my hands on her and removed her ass from the property. But my grandma like, no. So I literally said, so y'all ain't gonna do shit. I say, so she go out here, we telling y'all she pulled knives. We had to put the knives up. Y'all want to show us where we had to put these knives up at? My uncle put some knives in the cooler. My grandmother put knives in the motherfucking in the oven. She tried to stab my motherfucking grandmother. Like, yo, what the fuck? Crazy. Them motherfuckers sit there, ain't too much we can do, man. Then they bring somebody there to say, oh, well, she not us, that she seemed like she out of her mind and nothing like that. What motherfucker you know to go to somebody motherfucking house and tell, because I don't want to get in the story, but she said a weird story that got everybody in the family in an uproar. Who does that? She doesn't live here. She ain't been here in 10, 15 years. I mean, I wanted to fuck this cop up, right? Because this cop was, and when I was telling them, I was like, man, me and my sister, we've been dealing with this shit since we was kids. This motherfucker struck us off. He's like, yeah. What? My sister looked at me, came over, grabbed me, big. Come on. Because she seen my face. I already cussed this bitch ass motherfucker out. Man, get your bitch ass out here. You ain't doing shit. You're a piece of shit. Let somebody else handle it. You shrugged me off. What the fuck do you mean? Like, it was wild, bro. But let me know that the police ain't shit. That's why I don't call the police. What they gonna do? They ain't gonna do shit. They harass and beat our motherfucking people up over stupid shit. But when something real serious, I ain't saying you gotta beat them up and nothing, but do something about it. Then you come back talking about, oh, it don't seem like she crazy and nothing like that. Listen, she is diagnosed with bipolar, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? She ain't right, and she on that shit. Fuck you mean you don't see nothing wrong? I say, well, you ain't. I'm thinking to myself, you ain't good at your fucking job, bitch. But anyway, let's move on, people. That shit irritated the shit out. The police irritates me, bro.
Meanwhile, the citizens of New York are less safe, and the district attorney in New York is not prosecuting real crime. He's a Soros-backed DA going after his chief political
so
rival.
If it's less safe there, right? Or why you there? Because if some shit is if you won't feel safe and it's less safe there, you don't be there unless you have to. He don't have to be there in New York. He didn't say parts of New York. He said New York as a whole. So where he's at, it's not safe for him to be there. Why is he there? Why you even step in that state then? Anyway, like I told you, Trump supporters don't think about this. They don't ask themselves these questions. They don't ask these people that says this shit these questions. They just go along with it and act like that shit this shit that they say makes sense. I'm not going to New York. If I think New York is wilding like that, nigga, I ain't nothing in New York for me to go there. It ain't a good part. If I'm saying if the whole New York is fucked up, crime infested, that means crime infested everywhere. People, it's never always crime infested in one state or one city. It just seems that way because, you know, of certain situations, but it's never a whole city, a whole state that's crime infested. It's never that. Because if we get, listen, if that's the case, then America is not safe at all. Nowhere. But these are the same people that still keep going around the country to these states. But it's not safe. Man, please, let's move on.
Political rival in Donald Trump. America is better than this. And so unfortunately, it's going to take the American people this November to let their voices be heard on this travesty of justice that's occurring and making sure that Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States. I've never seen anything like it.
And that's all it's about. You just want Trump to get elected. That's why y'all here saying this bullshit and lying and fear-mongering and deceiving these voters. Because you can't tell the truth. Because the truth is the truth. The lies is how you get these stupid people to vote for you. It's all it's about getting Trump back elected. And Trump only want to be back elected so he won't go to jail. Because his ass going to go to jail for one of these charges. This might be the one, but his ass might go to jail. That's why I told y'all, it ain't shit that Trump can do. It ain't a president that can pardon him in a state conviction. The federal government, they can't come in and do shit about that. Only the governor. But not the federal government. So that shit, I always told y'all, the biggest shit I'm telling y'all about for him to get convicted of is that shit that's down there in Georgia. He gotta get convicted of that. His ass is going to jail, regardless if he the president or not. His ass will be in jail being the president. Just telling y'all. And I mean this shit from the bottom of my heart. Trump deserved to be in jail. Trump needs to be in jail. He's a danger to society. Fuck the country, society. He's a danger to the world. That's how bad this dude is. People think I'm over exaggerating. I'm not. That's why all these federal trials and shit, I ain't too, excited about him, because if he become the president, he gonna pardon himself. And he ain't got to pardon himself. He ain't gonna go to jail because he the president. But in a state conviction, he going to jail. He going to fucking jail. And that's why Trump is running for president. It ain't about the federal shit. Well, it's partly about the federal shit, but it's mainly the his real main issue is that shit in Florida. I mean that shit in Georgia. Because if his ass get convicted there, then it doesn't matter if he the president or not. Think about it. Even if Trump go to jail, win the presidency, if he get convicted in Georgia, they are going to get his ass and bring his ass to jail to state because he's wanted at this point. So it doesn't matter. See, people don't know the law. They don't understand this shit. And all that shit, the federal government ain't going to charge him. That's why he didn't get charged. A lot of these charges and shit, this charge that he got, the only reason he didn't get convicted because he was already the president. Because it was a federal charge. And they got some type of rule or law or something like that. It's not even a law, but it's some type of shit that the president can't get arrested on federal level if he's the president. But on a state level, yes, his ass can go to jail. And the federal government has to let him get arrested. Because at that point, he'll be a wanted president. If they don't set it up to where his ass go to jail. Now, the federal government is breaking the Constitution. See, and that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. These motherfuckers pretend that they know about the Constitution. They know how the law works and all shit. These motherfuckers don't know shit. A lot of them don't know shit. That's why if I was Fani Willis or whatever her name is, I'd have brought in a special counsel. A special prosecutor. So when ain't no shit you can use against me and nothing like that, listen. Handle that. I don't want you using that I'm a Democrat and I got and all that. I don't want you using none of that. Because his ass would have been arrested if she'd have did that. But nah, I don't know what the fuck she was thinking, but she did this dumb shit the way she can do, and knowing you got baggage. And it's not nothing crazy to me, but still in the public eye in a little bit, it's like, hold on, bitch. You out here fucking with the dude that you got prosecuting Trump? You ain't see nothing wrong with that? That's how we know Trump was digging. And his people, they digged into her life. Because first of all, you ain't know this before. Because they didn't. That they start digging into her motherfucking life. That's what happened when you get on that level. I know a lot of people was like, oh, funny when they doing some fuck shit with her. I get that. But she had to know this to get in that spotlight in a way. Or maybe she didn't. To get in that spotlight, nigga, listen, people are going to dig into your life on that level. You running for something for power? Oh, they going to dig in your life. Your opponent, people that don't like you, people that do like you, they are going to dig in your lifestyle. They going to get into the crates of your shit. They going to be trying to figure out what the skeletons you got in the basement. That's why I be telling people a lot of times, man, like, you got to understand, you got to be willing to stand on your bullshit. Take self-responsibility, because if you don't and you want to get into a certain level, people going to bring up your worst shit, the bad shit about you. Secrets that it's not really a secret, but you don't want to talk about. But people will dig into your shit. Dig in your life. That's why I be telling people all the time, nigga, I ain't scared of shit on YouTube. What they gonna do? You go ahead and dig in my life, nigga. I'm who I say I am. Nothing you can't say that I ain't. I got people that can back my shit. I got the truth behind me. I ain't give a fuck about that shit. That's why I say what I say. That's why I don't bite my tongue. For what? What a motherfucker can do to me that ain't shit that ain't already been done to me? And nigga, I ain't looking for this fame. Because if I was doing that, I'd be acting just like a lot of these niggas on YouTube. But I don't.
Thing like it. This is a joke. It is a farce. It is a travesty. We are better than this as Americans. And unfortunately, the Democrat Party has
First of all, sir, you are better than what you should be better than what the fuck you're doing. Out here cooning like this. And out here making up shit, lying to people. You should be better. Talking about we better than this. You know what? We should be better. But we not at this. A lot of us ain't. Well, some of us, I ain't say lie, some of us ain't. Some of us a piece of shit like you. We better than this. You should be better. How about that? Fuck everybody else. You should be better. Bitch ass nigga.
Has lost their ever-loving minds. And so it's going to take the American people to remind them that justice is supposed to be blind.
Hold on, time out. The Democrat lost their damn mind? What, nigga? No, you lost your... Let's move on. You lost your mind, you piece of shit. You out here defending a known racist. But the Democrats lost their mind. Others that don't fuck with Trump, we lost our mind. You okay with a man saying, even him just imagine Biden say, hey, yeah, I'm okay with being a dictator for one day. You know the backlash he would get? Shit, even his Democrat friends be like, oh, Biden. I mean, we ride on you a lot of other shit. But hold on, nigga. Fuck out of here, man. You want to be a what? Nigga, you better go and apologize and say you were joking. You better come up with something, but you can't be talking about you going to be a dictator, nigga, for one day. Not even for a second, a minute, as the president. Fuck you talking about? No, y'all checked him. So, who has lost their ever-loving mind? Donalds? You piece of shit? You black house coon nigga? You the one lost your fucking mind. But anyway, let's move on. Matter of fact, hold on, people. Let's take a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we're back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel, go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel. It's down there strolling below the screen, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button and share the videos, man. We highly appreciate it. It keeps the movement moving, people. Yeah, man. You know, here just acting like people lost their mind. You are sitting out here defending a dude that it is known for a fact that this dude has been going to them children God damn, what they call that shit? He has went to like them make them fuck, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it like them things that he used to do, and he went there and he be behind the scene where them kids is getting dressed and shit, seeing these children. And listen, for me, as to see grown adults even, and you know, watching that shit with these children in bathing suits and shit, that shit is weird to me anyway. But anyway, I don't know why I can't think of the fucking name for this shit. But yeah, man, I think it's called competition is after that, but it's something before that. But I just can't think of the name. I'm going blank today, people. I had a long fucking morning, man. But yeah, you okay with that shit? You okay with this dude being on a national platform talking about if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he would date her. Basically saying he would fuck her. But you telling us we crazy, we tripping. Nigga, please. And the Democrats, man, please, man. Fuck out of here. Anyway, let's move on. I'm talking about having ancestors.
It is not supposed to be going after political opponents and political rivals. With that, I'll turn it over to my colleague from Florida, Congressman Corey Mills.
First of all, that is not true. They can't prove it. They just saying that to be saying it. They can't prove it. There's no facts backing up none of the shit that they're saying. He's just saying it. Because like I said, if I'm some of these people, I'm asking you, explain that to me. And then I will break that shit down to show you that, and you try to come with that dumbass lie, Trump lie, I will break that shit down and I will debunk everything you saying to your face. How you out here looking like a fool. But anyway, let's move on.
Corey Mills.
Thank you so much. What did we learn here today? What we've learned is that Michael Cohen has listed his invoice as being an actual legal precedent where, in fact, he's now claiming that it's something other than that and that he knowingly and fraudulently put that forward. Look, as we talked about, why do they want this trial to continue? Well,
mind you, if a motherfucker is sitting out here saying, yeah, I work for him, and you know what? Yeah, I did this shit. Yeah, I lied about it, yeah, because, you know, I was loyal to Trump. But a motherfucker come out and say, I thought that he was going to have my back. I thought he was going to help me. And he turned his back on me. People keep acting like Michael Cohen went out there first and switched on Trump. You know how, like, all right, if you get in, say you in a situation with your friend or something like that, and a motherfucker snitch, right, to save his ass, right? And they tell him how much time he gonna get or whatever, and some shit like that. But at first he lower you at first, but then they tell him how much time he gonna get or whatever, and then the motherfucker switch on you. That's not what happened with Trump and Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen perjured himself and lied to federal agents because he thought Trump had his back. Then he came to find out that Trump is basically the one that did the snitching, or kind of like, I ain't helping you. I ain't got your back. But usually, I ain't gonna lie to you, usually that's what criminals do though. Motherfuckers that doing criminal behavior, even street shit. Usually a lot of times niggas snitch on each other because some niggas be like thinking a nigga got their back, and then come to find out this nigga ain't got your back. This nigga out here just looking out for himself. He ain't even looking out for you. And that's why sometimes a lot of niggas snitch. I'm not saying it's okay it's okay for snitching, but I understand why some of them snitch. It's like, regardless, what you think about Tekashi 6ix9ine? He snitched because those niggas was out there violating him. They was already taking advantage of him, but they was out there violating him. Sleeping with his baby mama and shit, doing all types of goofy shit. But these supposed to be his mans. That nigga like, what? You niggas out there doing this shit to me? Man, that nigga, fuck that. I'm not going down for y'all niggas. So, in a sense, I understand why he did what he did. I understand why he did what he did. The problem I told y'all I have with that is that, nigga, you know that come with the game. You didn't expect that? But like I said, you gotta have a code. Regardless if that nigga ain't been true and he ain't really like that, look at Shine. Right? Prime example, look at Shine. Shout out to Shine. Salute to him. He knew Diddy did the shit. Diddy do everything on this nigga. He still didn't snitch. You know why? Because certain niggas that's morally live under a code. Regardless of what another nigga did, I'm not snitching on another nigga. Y'all, you threw that shit on me? All right, cool, bro. Now, me, myself, when I got out, I wouldn't fuck with him. I don't give a fuck how much money you throw at me. Nigga, you sold me out, bro. You threw me under the motherfucking bus so you can get off. Nigga, you the rat. You the nigga, you a snitch to me. That's what Diddy did to Shine. Shine better man than me. I guess that religion made that nigga whatever. But that couldn't have been me. Any of my niggas did that. Nigga, listen, I'm gonna tell you something on some real talk, right? I remember that RIP the Uncle Cutie and shit. But I remember my homeboy's uncle and shit. He was like, some shit happened. I got caught with some shit, right? And they were saying, yo, we may have to kill Kenny. Because this nigga gonna snitch. Mind you, you don't know me, nigga. But by him not knowing me, he assumed that I was gonna snitch. Nigga, I took that whole shit. Nothing happened. But just the thought of them niggas thought that pissed me off. But my niggas was like, yo, nah, Kenny good people, he ain't doing that. That nigga solid. Come find out, my niggas was right. I'm a solid nigga, and I took that shit. Ain't wasn't nothing. What the fuck I'ma say? Told the police, what you want me to say? You know what I told the police officer? I say, even if, just assume that you say what you saying is true. Right? Because, you know, because they was sitting there doing tactics and shit, talking about, oh, you know, they don't give a fuck about you in the street. I say, so, okay, cool. I say, so what you gonna do for me? We can protect you. Protect me from what? I'm from the hood. I don't know nothing else. And, you know, I remember I'm young at the time. I ain't never had no job. I don't know what a 9 to 5 is. I don't know nothing. All I know is street shit. I'm just as ignorant as a lot of these young ignorant niggas out here now. I was just as ignorant as them. I ain't had nothing. I don't know nothing, nigga. I grew up around this shit. That's all I know. Move where to go, where to do what. You can't do shit for me. One minute you interrogating me, screaming and yelling at me, telling me how horrible I am, but then the next minute you trying to play good cop and trying to get me to snitch on niggas. But I thought I was a part of the shit. I thought I was ain't nothing but a thug, a piece of shit. Nigga, what the fuck am I gonna tell you? Nothing. And even if you was offering me something, nothing. Nigga, I'm loyal to where the fuck I came from. At that period of time, I was loyal. And there's still certain shit I won't speak on. But that's not what happened with Trump. Trump turned on his own guy. And then he got mad because his guy turned on him. Now, mind you, that's white collar crime shit. As a hood dude, I probably wouldn't have did what Michael Cohen did. As a citizen, right now, I would. But then I wouldn't if I was a part of. This is what I was saying about the Tekashi shit. I was a part of this shit. I knew it came with this shit. So regardless of what happened, niggas snitch on me, nigga don't have my back or whatever it may be. I know that can come with it. Now, would it shock me that they would do some shit like that? Would it shock me a little bit? Yeah. But on the other hand, would it shock me that a nigga would snitch and do some shit like that? No. Part of me don't think they would do that because you feeling got loyalty and love to a motherfucker. But the other part to me, niggas, the streets. So yes, that's always gonna be in my mind. I don't trust nobody to 100%. I don't trust my wife 100%. You can't trust nobody 100%. It's impossible. That means it's damn near perfect. Nothing is perfect in life. And people need to get out of that bullshit. But understand what you sign up for. You get involved in shit, nigga, regardless of what happens. If you stand on morals and principles, you can't do what other motherfuckers do. So when a lot of people are like, them niggas is stupid being in jail for this long and all that, nigga. No, it ain't just about being stupid. It's about loyalty. It's about standing on business. It's about morals. I respect those dudes that took the rap. Even though they guys wasn't shit. Ain't take care of him or didn't do shit for him. I respect those niggas more than to respect the niggas that's out here. You sitting out here, you think that's like that. I remember my grandma, we was sitting there today and she was talking about, what about the guy? She was talking about my OG. It was like, with the guy that, you know, basically made sure ain't nothing happened to you, motherfuck with you. Because he told my grandma that ain't nobody gonna fuck with him. Not while he fucking with me. You know, my grandma ain't accept I was in the street and shit, but at least she knew that nothing was gonna really happen to me. Especially after I got shot. And he was like, nah, he good. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with him. No more. Like, after I got shot, she was like, he ain't nobody fucking with him. She was like, what happened to him? He's still good? I said, yeah, he's still out there. And my grandmother ain't no street person. She don't like that street shit. She don't like none of that. But she respected him. That she said to her, he gonna make sure I'm safe. And he wasn't lying. Because after I got shot, He said the shit or whatever to my grandmother and shit. Nigga, ain't nobody fuck with me. I remember when I got stabbed by a family friend, homeboy, whatever, you know, family friend. We grew up, his family grew up my family and shit. We been knowing each other young. When that shit happened, my man was ready to kill him. I stopped them from killing him. I had cousins and shit came around, was like, yo, we'll kill this nigga right now. I was like, nah, yo, let that shit go. That shit ain't what y'all think it was. I said, yo, we was intoxicated. Shit was sad. Shit, I did shit. He did shit, and it was just, shit wasn't like, it wasn't, to me, wasn't that serious. Now, I ain't gonna say it wasn't serious, but it wasn't to the point of where he should get killed, because I did some shit into that way I had to take self-responsibility in that type of shit. And I remember from that day on, I understood self-responsibility. Take self-responsibility for your actions. Because that situation wouldn't have happened if I didn't have a part in that. Right? I don't think it would have went left. But it did. But it is what it is. I wouldn't have did it to him. But then I can't say I would not did that to him. That's the crazy part. Because how I thought at that time and how wild and crazy I was, I don't know. I might have did it. I might have did exactly what he did. But anyway, let's move on. But I think he only got that pass because he grew up with the family and shit. Family, like, how two families grew up together and then we like family. So, it was the only way. That's the only reason he got that pass, because his ass would have been dead. My cousin, ain't gonna name his name, stomp a mud hole in his ass. Because I couldn't stop my cousin from doing that, though. Because he wasn't that dude to listen to me. You know what I mean? And he's like, he older than I am, but, my cousin, he's like that. He wasn't listening to that shit, nigga. You hurting me, he gonna, regardless of what you said to me, nigga, he was gonna do something to you. But let's move on.
Well, they wanted to continue because this is the fundraising source for Adam Schiff, for Biden, and for the Democrat opponents. This is nothing more than election interference at its finest. You are seeing where the weaponization of what was the Department of Justice, now the Department of Injustice, has continued to be utilized against the American people and against the President of the United States. I will tell you right now, the same way that I stand here steadfast behind our president, I know that America stands with him as well. They see this sham indictment. They see this for what it is.
So why are you not defending Biden? Because we know you ain't got no evidence against Joe Biden, but you don't speak up about that. Ain't that injustice? Ain't they weaponizing their positions in the system? You ain't speaking on that, bro. Fuck out of here. You know the crazy part about the whole Joe Biden shit, that whole trying to impeach him and try to get him arrested and lock him up? Even the Hunter Biden shit. This shit been out there. This ain't new. It's just new to a lot of us, some of us. But if you ain't in them, that shit been out there. All the motherfuckers got dark secrets about their kids and shit that happened in the Biden and shit. This shit they was talking about Biden did, he wasn't even in office. They say he did, right? Not true. Well, accusing him of doing. He wasn't even in office. And then the one shit they would try to bring up was like, oh, well, he told Ukraine him like we wasn't sending no money over there. But Trump did the same shit. But the difference was with that was Biden said he wasn't sending Ukraine money because I think the attorney general, whoever it was over there, was corrupt. He was like, we're not sending y'all no money if you're gonna keep doing that shit. The other difference was that Trump didn't send money to Ukraine because of the simple fact he wanted them to dig up dirt on Biden. That is a big difference. As a president, and he doing it now, as a president or a vice president, you can tell them, I'm not sending you no money if you're going to do this and that. Now, if it's because you don't want to send them money on because Biden didn't send them money, he threatened them and said, I'm not sending you no money over Ukraine, is because the top attorney general, whoever he was corrupt, and he wasn't prosecuting people that he should be prosecuting. He was a corrupt prosecutor. That's a big difference. And then you got Trump saying, no, I'm not sending no money to Ukraine because Ukraine ain't doing criminal shit that I want them to do. Think about that. This shit documented. But they sitting here, they said nothing about that though. Mind you, that's what Trump got impeached for. If I'm not, it's the first time. That's what he got impeached for the first time. The fuck are y'all talking about here? You don't hear presidents talking about, oh, if you tell another country, hey, you have never heard this from any president. If you tell another country, if you don't give me information about my opponent that I'm running against, you dig up some dirt on them, I ain't sending you no aid. You ain't never heard a president say that. That you know of. You ain't never heard that. But these people that you're hearing is the same people that's sitting out here and defended that shit. But they want to talk about how bad Biden and how corrupt the system is here. Trump would corrupt the system already. Even more than if it was corrupt, he corrupted it even more at this point. And he ain't even the president. He did so much fucking damage to the country, and I told y'all he was going to do it. That's why shit all fucked up. You motherfuckers sitting there mad at Biden. What do you want the man to do? You're not going to get everything. Why y'all? I don't even know why people thought everything was going to get back totally to normal, or we was going to get even more. We got fucked over because of Trump. Because some of y'all didn't go out and vote for Hillary because of, part of me, I get it. But the other part is, we all should have voted for Hillary. I even take responsibility in that. To see the outcome of what the fuck Trump did. In 4 years, he set us back. And I told y'all he would set us back 10 years. People keep acting like the 90s was something special. It wasn't. 90s was fucked up because of these fucking Republicans. And a lot of them Democrats. The times was different. He set us back to the fucking 90s. How the fuck, think about this. Ask yourselves this. How the fuck we go from the first black, how we go from shit being all fucked up, right? A lot of racial tensions and all types of shit was going on back then in the 90s. To even come from George Bush era, right? Then we had the first black president where shit was starting to get a little better in everything, right? Economics, racial relationships, shit started to get better. To, after 8 years, all of a sudden, you might say a decade, you wanted a racist in. To shake what up? A racist can't do nothing but be racist. They ain't going to make your life better. What in history, it tells you that a racist do not help America. Unless you are racist. Shit is mind-boggling to me. I truly don't understand how delusional people are in 2024. And we like to keep blaming the young folks. But it's listen, I was sitting around today talking to my aunts and uncles and shit. These motherfuckers, they don't know nothing about politics, bro. They just see what they see on TV. They don't know. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't even get into it with them. Because I just like it's a waste of time. My sister had the right idea, but she was wrong. I always tell people when your environment and when you don't educate yourself, when you're not experienced the shit and you only see what you see, that's all you know. That's like Trump supporters. That's all they know. That's all they see. So that's why they the way they are. It's no different from black folks. They don't know. Because they don't know nothing about politics. I sat there and I watched my family members talk about this. I was like, these motherfuckers are ignorant. And there's no disrespect to them, love them. But they don't know shit about politics. I'm talking about old or young. My sister is younger than me. Nigga, they don't know nothing about no motherfucking politics. I told y'all, because people pay attention to shit, doesn't mean they know nothing. They know things about politics. Because they're not researching the shit. Not all of the shit. They just reading articles. But that's not researching. You got to dig a little deeper and deeper into shit to understand it. I was sitting there trying to explain them to the Attorney General Mosley, right? I wasn't saying that they was totally wrong, but I was saying that she shouldn't be in jail for the shit she going to jail for. They was talking about the mayor. Oh, he only give a fuck about the young folks. Talking about the mayor of Baltimore. Like, y'all got to dig deeper into that shit. Nigga, I found out some crazy shit today. Right? And I didn't even know this. My motherfucking... Hold on. She's not my youngest niece anymore. But as far as my sister kids, she my youngest niece. She be 18. I think this year. And yeah, she be 18 this year. And that's how I know I'm getting old, nigga. I didn't know my niece was getting ready to turn 18. And my oldest niece is 20, I'm trying to think. 22, 21 or 22. And she be probably 22 or 21 is one of them. But I believe she already is 21. No, she's not 21 yet. Because like I said, she only like 4 years. Because like it's crazy because me and my sister only 4 years apart. And my niece, both my nieces, they are like 4 years apart. That's crazy. It's weird. But anyway, I didn't know this shit till my sister said this shit to me. We got talking about the politics shit. And my sister, told me, was like, hey, my niece in the game. What? Fuck you mean she in the game? But mind you, me and my sister ain't even been talking for years, so I didn't know. Right? And I wasn't close to the family. We didn't talk, none of that shit. So I didn't know that. And fuck me up. I said, damn, my niece is in the motherfucking gang. Nigga, I don't like gangs. Y'all know that. I wasn't raised like that, nigga. We used to beat the shit out of niggas trying to recruit niggas to be in gangs. She in the blood gang. I was like, fuck out of here. Crazy shit. Blew my mind. Shocked me. Then I usually don't get shocked by a lot of shit, but I got shocked. I was shocked. And I was shocked, but I was hurt. Because I was like, damn. That little petty shit that me and my sister was going through, nigga, I could have been there. Help her go through some of that shit. Try to keep her from that gang and shit. That my niece from that gang and shit. So I'm like, I'm mad at myself. Disappointed in myself. So I let some petty shit between me and my sister. And then we wind up, nigga, ain't none of us apologize to each other. We get it. All right, we good. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody did nothing, no real harm like that. We was just in our feelings. And we stopped talking to each other for years. That shit, bullshit, bro. That shit broke my heart. It angered me, but it broke my heart. I was angry first, but then I was shocked first, and then I was angry, then it broke my heart. I said, what the fuck, man? How the fuck I didn't know this? Now I start looking at myself like, I gotta stop acting a certain type of way. I gotta stop taking shit a certain type of fucking way. You know what I mean? Because I'm missing shit where I know I could have had an impact. And I fucked it up. So, by my niece, regardless of how bad she doing or shit she into, I still take responsibility for that. Because I'm like, yo, I know I could have helped save my motherfucking niece. Not saying I could have, but I could have really been a real big voice into that. My sister said some real shit to me, real shit to the family today. She was like, I ain't never been part of that street shit. I ain't a street motherfucker. She said, my brother kept me away from that shit. Talking about me. People protected me. My brother protected me from that shit. So I ain't grow up in that. I mean, I was raised in it, but I didn't grow up in that street shit like that. I'm not a street motherfucker. And I felt proud, but at the same time I was hurt because I wasn't there for my niece. You get what I mean? And there was nothing that my sister could do because she couldn't really, to a certain extent, understand that only on a mother, a parent and the type of shit, that's how she handled it. But for me, I'd have handled it in a whole nother different way. You get what I mean? I could have helped saved her, man. But, you know, she gone too. But anyway, not dead, but you know, she gone. Let's move on.
For what it is without any actual substance whatsoever. Keep in mind, they keep actually talking about the FEC violations, but when you're utilizing personal funds or you're utilizing a trust, that is not campaign funding. There is no violation, which is why the FEC never actually even pursued this. And so I think the American people see this for what it is.
First of all, that is not true, because they were looking at that shit. They was pursuing it. What happened was Trump became president. That's why they stopped. That is not true. That is a lie. He just lied. That is not true. That's why Michael Cohen ass went to jail. Okay? So that is not true. But they ain't investigated. They was investigated. They couldn't do shit about it because he was already president. But let's move on. The lies that they tell.
They want to keep President Trump off the campaign trail. They're seeing what's happening in the swing states across America, and they're seeing exactly that this is draining down assets and resources that can be utilized.
You notice they're saying the same shit? And stopping president. He's not the president. He's a former president. And that's number one. That's how you know they biased. But then number two, you notice they keep saying the same shit. They're trying to stop him from not being president. They all saying the same talking points. He ain't saying nothing new. It's just a different voice. And they may be saying some words different. But they all saying the same shit. Which ain't true. But anyway, let's move on.
Utilized by the president to continue to forge ahead, to build a stronger economy, to secure our border, and to get our nation back on track. This is a sham, and that is the only thing this is. Michael Cohen has no credibility.
Mind you, you know, like I told y'all, talking points. He's going to get the country back together. He's going to put us back on the blah, 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 blah. All that right-wing shit. You notice every last one of them said the same exact shit. They all saying the same shit. It's talking points. It's kiss assery. I made that word up. Kiss assery. It's kissing ass. You so biased that you just can't see what everybody, a lot of people see. This dude is a crook. Come on, the FCC, they didn't investigate it. Yeah, they did. They investigated that shit until that motherfucker became, even after he became president. But they just couldn't do nothing to him. Because now at that point, he's the fucking president. So you a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie. Let's move on.
No integrity, and this is weaponization against our president.
Thank you. I want to.
You notice what he said? To our president. No one, literally, he's not the president anymore. He's a former president. So right there, you know his bias. Second of all, your president, our president, he's not, our president is Joe Biden. Our president is not Donald Trump. He was the president, but he wasn't I didn't look at him as a president, but he was the president. He's not the president. But you notice he said that shit like it was true. Trump ain't the president. The fuck you talking about? Technically, he's not the president. The fuck are you talking about? To our president. Who are you talking to? Because he's not the president technically. Even in your fucked up mind, he's still not the president. Because technically, he's not the president. He's a former president. Just like, well, you should be calling President Obama. Why calling that motherfucker the... Let's move on.
Want to thank my colleagues, Governor Burgum, Congressman Mills, and Congressman Donalds for laying out the political backdrop here. This is a politicized persecution that is nakedly apparent. What I want to do is dive a little bit deeper into what we actually learned today in that courtroom. What do we see in there? First of all, I learned a lot from being in there in person. It is one of the most depressing places I have been in my life, but it is fitting because the only thing more depressing than the environment of that courtroom is what's actually happening.
Sir. Listen. Number one, anybody have ever been to court? When has it been not depressing or fun to be in court? Even if you're not getting prosecuted, you just a witness or you just witnessing some shit in the courtroom. When is it not depressing? What, it supposed to be all glamorous and shit like that? What the fuck are you talking about, motherfucker? Ain't nothing about court is glamorous. Or it shouldn't be depressing. I don't give a fuck who you are. You go to court, you could be a somebody if you've got a heart or you live in reality, but you could be a photographer. You could be a reporter. It's supposed to be depressing. Ain't nothing to glorify to be in court. That means somebody did something wrong. Well, they was being accused of doing something wrong. Fuck, court supposed to be not depressing. The fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what you going to court for, nigga. You could be in court for a traffic ticket. Ain't nothing good about court. Being in front of no judge and shit. Like, what the fuck you thought it was supposed to be? Anyway, but that's number one. Number two, who the fuck cares that Trump, or you felt that it's a depressing scene or whatever? Motherfucker, hopefully you get understanding how black people feel. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up? What up, little bro? Shout out to my brother. I hit the show. Y'all hit you up after this. Hit the family up after this, man. I got some shit to tell y'all, man. But yeah, man, like, no, nobody goes to court and be like, oh, this shit should be. It's like it's normal to be in court, or it's some spectacular place to be in court. Nobody thinks that. That means you live in a weird ass bubble, or you just don't have a fucking clue. Ain't nothing. Yes, court is depressing, motherfucker. Listen, I was there for jury duty, and that shit was depressing. I didn't enjoy that shit. I wasn't happy to be there. I think they gave nigga what, $30 or some shit like that. 15 or 30, I can't even remember the damn money. They gave a couple dollars for that damn day, nigga. I make that I make more than that in an hour. So basically, I lost money. But for me, the only good thing about it, I didn't work that day, so I actually made some money. But imagine people got work those days that they had people going there in jury duty. Man, you wasting, man, ain't the $15, $30 ain't shit. I think it's $30. I could be right about that. I think it's $30 now, because they used to give people $15, something like that, to go to jury duty. But that's only for a day. There's people that make way more than that in an hour than a day. There's motherfuckers that make more money than that. In 10 hours. I mean, yeah, in 2 hours. I'm sorry. Or equal to that in 10 hours that work at Burger King or some shit like that. You give me $30, $15 or whatever it was for a day? That's crackhead prices, nigga. I'll fuck out of here, nigga. Ain't nobody happy to go to jury duty. The fuck is you talking about? Unless you ain't got shit going on in your life. Ain't nobody trying to be on no motherfucking jury. Like, real talk. And listen, it's not, I know it's our duty to do it, but ain't nobody trying to be a part of that shit. Nigga, we got real, I mean, that's real issues going on, but, nigga, I'm not trying to convict nobody and shit like that, but it's my duty, and I understand that. I had to go or whatever, and I did it. They ain't say I could be on the jury. Okay, cool, fine. The fuck? Either way, I'm fine. I cannot be, if I was on the jury, I cannot be biased. I get that. But, you know what I mean? I just look at the case and look at the evidence. Excuse me. I could do that. But I don't want to be there. I didn't want to be there. A lot of people didn't want to be there. That shit is depressing. Fuck you thought. Even people that I know, lawyers that don't enjoy what they do. Right? Like totally fully. Not saying they don't enjoy it because they went to school for it and blah blah blah. And they want to make change or whatever. But they'll tell you deep down that shit is depressing. Regardless of what side they on. Because sometimes if you're a defense lawyer, you can have a criminal and you get that motherfucker off. That don't make you feel good. As a person, if you got morals and principles about yourself, that shit don't make you feel good. You got a criminal off. And I know defense lawyers. I know people that are paralegals, prosecutors. I know people like that. And they tell you that shit is all depressing, regardless of how you look at it. Ain't nothing good about that shit. And this motherfucker sitting there acting like that shit was depressing. Whoop-de-doo, motherfucker. You acting like that's some new shit. You want a cookie, motherfucker? But anyway, let's move on.
It's what's actually happening in there. It's straight out of a Kafka novel. The prosecution's main strategy appears to be to bore the jurors into submission. And if you look in that direction, sadly, it may appear to actually be working. Now, I would like for anybody here in the press, anybody at home, anybody in MSNBC or the media afterwards, to clearly state...
Let me just say this. This is the shit that I tell you, this is the time we in. Right? If somebody's on trial, their lawyers would say, I didn't like what was going on in court, and nobody else is speaking. Even people that say, oh, they represent the family or something like that, they are there to instruct them it is certain things you can't say. Right? These are politicians that's out here doing a press conference, making it even worse. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, nobody, this is not normal. You're not, regardless if you're rich or not, your lawyer is telling motherfuckers, hey man, I don't give a fuck you represent Trump or not. You could be family. Don't be out here speaking. Or let me coach you through this and speak on this. But even the lawyers at this point is corrupt. Right? The defense lawyers. They out here allowing these people to speak on the case. Because the thing about Trump is, this is how fucked up Trump is. He think he's going to win this case through public opinion. Because he doesn't care about, a part of him don't care about going to jail or being convicted. He just want the voters to fuck with him so he can get voted in. That's all it's about. Motherfuckers sitting here to keep thinking about Trump really care about going to jail. He doesn't. His whole thing is, let me play the victim. Let me get these supporters and other people that maybe not really don't like me, but they like not a Democrat or a Republican, to side with me. That's why he said this shit about black folks. Black people understand now. You know, now we understand. How the fuck now we understand? We've been understanding about the system. We riding with you now because you going through it? No, nigga, we've been telling you this. And you did nothing about it. You was over past the first act. Nigga, that wasn't even your policy. And then Van Jones and some of the so-called black folks pushed you to do that. mainly Van Jones. And you only did it because you thought that would help you get more black votes. You didn't really want to do it, because if you really wanted to do it, it'd have been a part of your first agenda. His first agenda was to pass tax cuts. I'll fix it. Because I think I do got it spelled wrong. My bad. I'll fix it. I was rushing to do it and try to get the shit out. My bad. And like I said, nigga, I ain't the greatest speller in the world. I ain't sitting out here acting like I know how to spell everything. You know what I mean? You know the crazy shit about it. Niggas always trying to tell motherfuckers like, and I ain't mad at them, but motherfuckers always try to say, oh, you misspelled something. But listen, it's all this misspelling shit on social media, and you motherfuckers don't be getting out on motherfuckers that misspell a lot of shit. And then the crazy shit about it, fuck if it's misspelled, you know what I mean. But I'll fix it. Let's move on.
What exactly is the crime that Donald Trump committed? Oh, wait. We have not heard a good answer to that question. It has been vague until today. You heard Michael Cohen's testimony.
First of all, that is not true. With the crime that he committed. Election fraud. What I mean by that is that he intentionally, excuse me, and I may be getting this wrong a little bit, but he basically did what Michael Cohen got arrested for. Financial, I think it's called financial defraud or some shit like that. And that's what he's being accused of doing. That's the crime he's being committed of doing. You act like you ain't never heard about that. Why? Because it's Trump? That shit has always been there, bro. This man, basically what he did, what he's been accused of saying, hey, he paid off a porn star with his own money to basically not allow people to know that he did what he did. He paid people off. That is illegal. And if I'm not mistaken too, they were saying that he actually used campaign money. But even if it's not that, for him as running as any office, you know, the presidential or his local, you can't do that. You can't pay people off, silence them. It's actually illegal to do that. That's campaign finance fraud. These are facts. Look it up. You think I'm lying about it. So yeah, I know why Trump is being arrested. A lot of people know why he's been accused of what he got arrested for and being on trial for. That ain't like you acting like we like, but like I said, he's not talking to some of the people like us. He's talking to Trump supporters because they're ignorant. They don't know nothing about the law. They don't know about campaign violations. They don't know nothing about that shit. They don't know shit about it. They don't have no education in that. Shout out to my brother Talking in the building. What up, Talk? Yeah, that shit mind boggles me. People, you misspell some shit. And listen, it could be genuine, but yeah, people like, you misspelling something. Let me put it out there. Hold on. Because I don't hide nothing. You misspelled the title wrong. Okay. But you know what I meant, though. And like I said, it could be genuine, so I don't want to be totally hostile about the situation. But it's like, come on. That's the first thing you say out of everything that I've been doing, talking about this shit. That's the first thing that you notice. People crazy, man. Sometimes people just do shit. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. Alright, people, back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there scrolling below. Make sure you guys hit the like button and make sure you guys hit the share the videos, man, so we can get the movement pushing. You know what I mean? Or keep the movement pushing. All right. Yeah, man, let's get back into this shit, man.
After which I would say it is less clear than ever what that crime actually was. They'll say falsifying business records. Well, let's look at who did we learn falsified business records today? Yet, what, hour, 2 hours, felt like it could have been 7 hours, of Michael Cohen talking about how he falsified business records. Okay, so you have a guy who has been a perjurer in the past that is now saying he falsified business records. What is the crime that Donald Trump committed? Now, it appears to be what they might allege is some sort of book.
Because for these, they know better, but to pretend that they don't understand, if you're a lawyer, listen, we haven't seen people go to jail for tax evasion, right? You didn't know that, a lot of these people didn't know that their lawyers or their accountants wasn't paying bills, right? And we didn't see people go to jail for that. And they kind of find out the jury and people, they didn't know that they didn't know about it, but it's still their responsibility. So what are we talking about here? We done seen people go to jail for shit similar to this. And the person that's been on trial, yeah, their lawyers got arrested or whatever and shit happened to their accountant. But they say, listen, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that he did that. Right? They didn't pay the taxes. We done seen rappers go to jail for not paying their taxes. They assumed that their accountants and people like that was paying the taxes. We done seen this happening. We done seen this happen before. This is not nothing new. What the fuck they acting like, oh my God. What's the evidence? Motherfucker, and some of this shit, we done seen people go to jail and say, hey, I didn't know about it. They had evidence to say, I didn't know about it. But you know what the jury said? Nah, I don't want to believe that shit. Not for so long, this shit go on like this and you know nothing about it. This is the same thing with Trump. He has a history of doing this. This is not no shit because Michael Cohen said. It was a dude, like I said, the dude from the Washington Post, that owned the Washington Post or whatever, that was covering shit up, said that Trump and them always did this before he ran for president. And he was paying money. It ain't nothing new, but this particular time, you can't do that. You're running for president. You're doing illegal shit. Trump didn't see any, to him ain't want no different to him because he already done it before. Michael Cohen as well, to a certain extent, even though Michael Cohen knew a little better because he knew the law. But Trump knew it was wrong to do. You can blame Michael Cohen all you want. You think that Michael Cohen was just going out here willy-nilly and didn't know nothing. He just was like, I'm doing this on my own to protect Trump. Well, if that's the case, he's more believable then. Because we know that he would do this illegal shit for Trump. He cared about Trump. So he's just out here now, he just turned his back on Trump all of a sudden? No, nigga. He was never loyal to Trump. He perjured himself for Trump. So he just did all this shit on his own. Come on, man. Shit, we know real motherfuckers that was criminals, niggas that snitched on niggas. That actually was a part of some shit and snitched on niggas. So you want to discredit the snitch all of a sudden. Let's discredit the snitch. Let me explain something to y'all. A snitch can't say I did shit. If we together, we cool or whatever. A snitch can't say I did shit, I was a part of anything. You know why? Because I ain't a part of it. The lie will come out that this motherfucker is lying on me. The lie will come out if I ain't a part of nothing. Where's the evidence that you said I was a part of this and part of that? Where is it? Regardless if you were my associate or not, or we was good, you can't prove that. Prove it. If I ain't a part of nothing, how the fuck that you can say I'm a part of something? Show me where I'm a part of it. Listen, Michael Cohen ain't just a witness that get on the stand and just speak. He has evidence that's saying Trump knew about it. So for these people to sit out there and be like, oh, Michael Cohen is this and that, nigga, he got proof. He has proof. And Michael Collins ain't only the big focal. To me, I looked at it. If I'm the juror, I'm not just looking at Michael Cohen. Yeah, because you can be iffy about it because, you know, he worked for Trump or whatever, he snitched or whatever. I get that part. You know what made sense to me? Was saying, oh, that motherfucker guilty. If I'm a juror, you know what made? I'm talking the dude from the Washington Post, the CEO, whoever that was. It might not be the Washington Post, but it'd be somebody that he was dealing with in the Post that was a CEO. And he said, yeah, they did it all the time. They made me do it all the time. They paid me all the time. He said that on the stand. He didn't get caught up in it. They weren't trying to. They didn't threaten him with, "Oh, you going to jail?" Well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, they did. My bad. They did. But so that dude lying too? He lying too? It's one thing to have one snitch. It's another thing to have two snitches. The fuck out of here. And mind you, Trump didn't promise him, oh, I'm going to pardon you, or I'm going to make sure, you know, you good financially and shit like that. That was nothing, because he already paid Trump. I mean, Trump already paid him, I'm sorry. So he was already financially good. Listen, nigga, like, no, I'm not going to jail for this motherfucker. Even though I'm a part of it, but part of the conspiracy and part of this bullshit, this crime. But I'm not going to jail for Trump. Fuck out of here. They talking about giving me what? Oh, no, I ain't doing that. Oh, no, this is what he did. Yeah, I said I was a part of it and blah, blah, blah. So I'm supposed to just ignore this dude. Yeah, he didn't do it because you ask any criminal why they a part of something. They'll tell you because, nigga, they didn't think they was going to get caught. Any criminal you want to know or think of, they thought to themselves, I would never get caught. I don't give a fuck if they young, old, or whatever. If you're a part of criminal lifestyle, it doesn't matter what age range is. You don't think you can get caught, nigga, you will continue to do the same shit. Excuse me. I'm not fucking sitting out here acting like, oh, it's just Michael Cohen. No, nigga, it is the dude that they paid money to cover it up. Michael Cohen, I can see you iffy about it. I get that. But the dude, and he said, no, Trump been doing this for years. Michael Cohen, they always pay me money to keep stories out of the public. So Michael Cohen, that actually backs Michael Cohen up. And everybody know that Trump is a control freak. So you just think Michael Cohen just did that just to protect Trump? Now, like I told y'all, Trump never denied that he didn't have sex with Stormy Daniels. He never denied it. Still to this day. Not that I heard of. Oh, he's saying, I never paid her the money. No, I'm sorry. I think I did hear him say one time, I never had sex with her. But that's more on the Melania shit of like, he trying to pretend that he ain't fuck her. Because Melania's mad. Melania ain't mad that he committed a fucking crime. This bitch mad because, she found out that he fucked a porn star. Well, allegedly fucked a porn star, which I believe he did, but allegedly fucked a porn star when they was married. That's what she mad about. She says, yeah, she a typical woman. That's what you mad about, bitch? Not that he committed a crime. You mad because emotionally you fucked up because he being accused of fucking a woman when he was married to you. That's what you mad about. Yeah, she ain't shit either. Fuck Melania Trump. And I told you about that foreign piece of shit. And like I keep telling these motherfuckers, Trump supporters, how you mad at Trump? That bitch wouldn't be here unless she married Trump. See, people don't know about her. Her visa and all that shit was getting ready to expire. Her ass was supposed to go back. Where's she from? Germany or some. She's from somewhere. But she ain't from America. That piece of shit ass woman. That bitch a whore. He married a whore. And you mad at other people? Melania Trump, this is the greatest thing. She's the greatest first lady ever. How? She's a whore. Michelle Obama, regardless of what you think, you hate her guts because she black or whatever, you can never call her a whore. You can't say she was in Playboy. Say whatever. She look like a man. Whatever you want to say. But you can't call her a whore. You can't call her a whore. You can't call Joe Biden wife a whore. Fuck out of here. George Bush wife a whore. You can't call them a whore. You can't call Hillary Clinton a whore. Fuck is you talking about? He married a whore. He saved a whore. He saved the immigrant whore. But y'all hate immigrants. You so religious rights or whatever, right? You don't like whore. She's a whore. This bitch was ready to get deported. She was at whorehouses. She was at the elite shit. That's how she met Trump. That whore. She's a whore. This bitch was out there selling her motherfucking body to get a Visa card to be an American citizen. But this bitch didn't have the nerve to come around and question Barack Obama as he is a citizen. Even if you question him being a citizen, right? He a citizen because Michelle Obama. Nobody thought about that. Trump supporters, you stupid, ignorant pieces of shit, you racist son of a bitches. He's still a citizen because he's married to Michelle Obama and she's a citizen. Even if you think she a man or whatever, still married to an American citizen. Think of how stupid the birtherism shit was. It is no way impossible if Barack Obama was not an American citizen, not a natural born American citizen, that he could be president. It is impossible. It's impossible, my people. It's impossible. That's why John McCain shut that shit down. That white woman came out there talking about he's a Muslim, he's not American. Like, whole bit, no, bitch. Regardless of what I think about him, and then my honest opinion about John McCain, you know, because people do change, but John McCain was a fucking bigot. God rest his soul, but he was a fucking bigot. Okay? But John McCain shut that shit down. No, bitch, no, we not doing that. Nope. Took the mic from her. He took the mic from her. Because you know why? Because it didn't make any sense and morally it wasn't right. How the fuck he ain't an American citizen? You think that he can't, for somehow, what you trying to say? They just, first of all, listen, people, if you married to an American citizen, you can never, if you just got your green card, you can never ever run for president. You can't. You know the crazy part about it? It would mind boggle me that people can't, though. They always mind boggle me that people can't. Because Christopher Columbus and all them motherfuckers and George Washington, they wasn't born in America either. So how the fuck, y'all? But that's a whole nother discussion. You see how America contradict themselves? American citizen, that is just an American citizen that got their papers, can't run for president, right? But George Washington wasn't an American citizen. He wasn't born here. Abraham Lincoln, all of them. They wasn't born in America. But I guess, once they hit they did the little Constitution shit, okay. Everybody was like, well, with the Constitution, okay, whatever. But like I said, I could debunk a lot of that shit that people say. No foreign person that's an American citizen that is a citizen now by papers, they can't run for president. But you let the forefathers, it's okay for them. We still celebrate these slave owners that stole a country. You praise them though. It wasn't a country to make up a constitution. Think about that. People don't really understand that. How you gonna be this important in history when it wasn't your place to make yourself this important? You created what? America, or you created the concept of it, and you wasn't even from here. A lot of you white Americans, and even some of you black Americans, whoever the fuck you are, you ain't from here. And so for you to just be acting like we hate immigrants and all that shit, bitch, you, at the end of the day, our ancestors all been immigrants. Some of us have been born here, I get that, so we got some, like, a little bit, I don't give a fuck what color you are. A lot of us feel like we entitled. Not me. I don't feel entitled. America is America, bro. This shit I ain't supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to have been born here, nigga. I supposed to have been born in Africa. Or whatever the fuck my tribe was back then. I don't even know who my tribe was. My tribe could have been from Egypt or whatever the fuck. I don't know. To a certain extent, but I know it come back from Africa. My tribe is from Africa. I know I come from Africa. That's what I do know. Let me tell y'all some real shit. And we're going to leave this to be. Because I don't want to talk about this shit no more. Because I'm totally upset at this point. Right? I want black people to understand this. Right? Because I'm probably about 4 generations into this. Right? Maybe 5. My black ass is mixed with so much shit that if I wanted to say, you know what, nigga, I'm Native American, I can do that. If I wanted to say, nigga, I side with white people, I'm white, nigga, I could do that. Right? If I want to say, nigga, I'm Filipino or Chinese or whatever, I can do that. I can say that's what I am. That's what I'm representing. I can do that as a black American. Because we've been raped and taken advantage of, and we done had sex with all different types of races of people. That's why in 2024, I don't understand why people are so fucking bigoted and racist, regardless of what color skin you are. Nigga, you understand the melting pot that we all are, got some of this shit of each of us in each other. We got a lot of our shit in each other. Listen, I told y'all the most confused people in this country is mixed people. But they're the future. But that's only if they do it right. Stop trying to pretend that you gotta pick a side. When the mixed breeds, and I call them mixed breeds, and there's no disrespect to them, but the mixed people, because I'm a mixed breed in a way, right? I'm mixed with a whole bunch of different types of races of people. Right? But mainly more black. Right? That's why you see me, you say, oh, nigga, that nigga black. Okay. You look down my history line, nigga, come on. But it's gonna take the people that's mixed with shit to fix this shit. It's gonna take them to fix it. Because us as black folks, we can't fix it because we can't stick together. We shame the mixed breeds. White folks do the same shit. White people don't like black people anyway, or other minority people, right? I'm not saying all black people hate minorities and do like we bigot to minorities and shit, but we're a little bigoted. We're a little judgmental. So we don't help the situation. It's gonna take the mixed breeds. They the only ones that can save the world. And I'm being dead serious about that. Because you see what the world is in 2024, we still mad about, because you white, you black, you Indian, you Chinese, European, or like what the fuck are we doing in America, bro? We the melting pot of the whole fucking world. It is more different nationality people here in the world. In the world. Hear what I'm saying? In the world. It ain't a country that have a more of a melting pot than we do. And we're the ones out here in 2024 on some racist shit and bigoted shit. And it ain't just white folks. It's all of us. It's all of us. It's all the races. And you motherfuckers are sitting here and talking, I can't believe you acting like you shocked why America is the way it is. Because it's our fault. We're the ones out here showing the bigotry and the racism. And then you mad, oh, the children is acting this way. What? Are you fucking out your mind? These children are only doing what they see. And it's come from us. Oh, I didn't raise them to be like that. Bullshit. Bullshit. I was sitting there having a conversation with my family. I was talking about, and they tried to dismiss what I was saying, but I was like, no, they missed my generation. And then my sister said, she was like, no, motherfuckers my age, you know, they out there in the streets with them. But I say, listen, y'all still needed us. We locked up, dead, or in jail. That wasn't my generation. Now, I'm not saying people in my generation ain't dead or in jail. It ain't a lot of us. It ain't a lot of us not like y'all generation. Like even my sister generation. And then now you go down the line with all these they missing my generation. Cause I got taught by the OGs. They didn't get taught by a nigga at that time. They ain't getting taught by the OG because I ain't the OG. I'm wilding. Like, you get what I mean? You gotta understand, bro, shit ain't what y'all think it is. We all falling for the trap. We want to all blame these young kids, they out of pocket. I'm sitting there, listen to my family. They sitting there, and I'm talking to my sister. She younger than me. She 4 years younger than me. She sitting there, she blaming the young folks. No, this shit ain't on y'all. It ain't even on our elders to a certain extent. It's on my generation. It's on mine. I take responsibility for that. Nigga, it's on my generation. We dead or we in jail. That's what it is. We was the exception of the crack epidemic. That's where it hurt. My generation where it hurted at. Listen, my mom, dad, listen, you gotta think about it. My mom, right? My mom on that shit. right? My dad was out there too, like my aunts and uncles, nigga. They still, a lot of them still here. They ain't on that shit no more. Some of them did, some of them gone. On both sides of my family, right? But mainly on my mom's side, right? Because they really had addiction over there. They, you know, everybody got high on that my mom's side of the family. My grandma, same shit. God rest her soul. But listen, you don't. It's hard to explain this shit because it's like I don't think people really truly understand. Listen, and I didn't think they understood it. Even though I went through all that shit with my mom's, nigga, I know better now. I know better. So, nigga, I move different. I treat the kids different. I treat the young folks different. I give them to that shit raw. I give it to them like my aunts and uncles gave it to me. You ever talk to me, nigga, I'm raw. I'm raw in the reason because of the generation I came from. Regardless of my mom was fucked up, she was on that shit. My dad was an alcoholic. Like, you know what I mean? My dad good now. You know what I mean? But a lot of my aunts and uncles, they good now. They fine. Ain't none of them doing all that shit. But they was getting high back then. They was drinking. They was alcoholics and shit back then. But I had them in my ear. It was the shit that my grandmother said about my OG. At that time, my OG, at that time, he was like my aunts and uncles' age. Niggas ain't had, these young niggas don't have that. And like I see, like my sister said, oh, the niggas that's older trying to fit in. That's y'all generation. Because a lot of your generation, we beat up. They wasn't like that out there. A lot of these niggas that you see out here, that's my sister generation and shit, and that hang around these young niggas, these niggas wasn't really like that anyway. They wasn't built like that. Ain't had no say. Not in the hood. Ain't no motherfucking say. Nigga, we was the OGs. At that time, we was older than them. Ain't no motherfucking say, but when a lot of us got killed and we got killed and we went to jail, they locked us up or whatever, we caught that burden of that shit, of the crack epidemic. My generation did. Because we followed in their footsteps and we got the consequences that they got, but it was worse. Because at that point, we wildin'. Listen, I always tell people, when people don't want to recognize the shit because it sound horrible and it sound whatever it sounds like. But I'll be honest. My generation was the crack babies. So, a lot of niggas ain't make it from my generation. They didn't make it. And what we meant by that, they're not necessarily mean that they was doing crack. Right? We sold that shit. We was the crack babies that motherfuckers that was over top of us. We was the crack babies. So we was crazy. We was wild. Right? And so a lot of the times people don't understand that. It wasn't that we was out there doing crack. It was that we was the crack babies. So we was crazy. We was out of our mind. So a lot of niggas in my era, they wilded out. You know what I mean? We was that generation of crack. We was the crack babies. And so a lot of us wild out. A lot of us did crazy shit and wild out, got ourselves killed. A lot of us got arrested for the rest of our lives and shit like that. We was out our fucking mind. We didn't see no future. When I always, like, people be thinking I be tripping and I be over exaggerating. Yo, listen, nigga, I didn't think I was gonna live this long. I didn't think I would live past 18. So people be like, oh, Kenny, you tripping. No, I'm telling ya. It ain't just me. It's a lot of niggas that come from my generation that grew up in the era I grew up in. We did not think we was gonna live long. And a lot of them didn't. A lot of them are dead. And we all knew it. Motherfuckers don't understand that. The generation that got hurt from the drug epidemic more than any epidemic or was my cause we fucked up maybe 2 or 3 generations after that. Believe it or not. Because even though our parents, a lot of them was on them drugs, our aunts and uncles and shit, grandparents, like, nigga, it still was structure there. It was still structure there. Regardless of how fucked up that shit was. You know what I mean? Regardless, I tell you how bad my mom is, nigga, it was still structure. My mom taught me shit. Regardless. Y'all don't have that. And that's because of my We struggle. My was the that fucked these young niggas up. The drug epidemic fucked my generation up. That fucked a lot of y'all generations up. Why do you think a lot of these niggas are getting high? In my generation, nigga, we didn't play that getting high shit. Because we watch our family. Self-destruct. Ruin whole families. And it wasn't just your family. Nigga, we seen other families they self-destruct and fuck a whole family up. We seen that. But a lot of them niggas ain't here no more. It ain't a bunch of niggas that can say, oh, Kenny, I understand what you saying. Ain't a lot of niggas know what I'm talking about. So when I say this shit is, y'all generation, and even some of the young niggas, y'all generation is all fucked up, is because of the simple fact of my generation. You can't understand that. You know why? And ain't a whole bunch of niggas that say, oh, well, I remember this and remember that. Nigga, they can't. It may be a few of us, but it ain't a whole lot of us. Not even the thorough motherfuckers that actually gave a fuck. Because we had crazy niggas that didn't give a fuck and that's dead. And they probably supposed to be dead. But I'm just saying, it's not like what I'm talking about. I had real OGs. My grandmother said this shit to me this day. I wish I recorded that shit, but it was just family shit. And I ain't, I wasn't even thinking about it, but I probably wouldn't have did it anyway. Right? But my grandma said, she was like, what about the dude that blah, blah, blah. We didn't know what she was talking about for a minute because she couldn't remember his name, but she remembered him. And we moved on from what she was saying or whatever, and we started talking about something else. And then she came right back to it. She was like, you know what I mean? She called me B, right? Because, And she was like, B, like, what is, what's such or whatever, blah, 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 that came here that day and told me, and then it hit me. I said, okay, I know what she talking about. Because I remember he did that. She said, you ain't got to worry about ain't nothing going to happen to him in these streets. Not that what happened to him won't happen again. Now, mind you, my grandma was 86. She already turned 87. You know what I mean? My grandma took care of the whole family. We all lived with her. Other than maybe my sister. Right? But a lot of my other siblings. I don't think none of my siblings ever lived with her. But me, I did. You know what I'm saying? And but my grandma brung that shit up, and she wouldn't let it go because she was like, I knew that you was somewhat good in the streets. And so a lot of my aunts and shit, they used to get upset because they was like, every time this nigga come around, he bringing the police. It's always some fuck shit. And they wasn't lying. But my grandma knew I was going to be good in the hood because my big homie came and told my grandmother, "Ed, I got shot. Ain't nothing going to happen to that nigga." These young niggas, y'all you young niggas, y'all ain't got that. These niggas are recruiting y'all to do criminal shit. I ain't never got in the game because niggas recruited me. I got in the game because life was hard. I never got in there because niggas recruit me. I had big homies that nigga was like, nigga, you stay away from this. See, y'all niggas don't come from that. That's what we supposed to have did. So that's why, like, it was something that my man Weezy said to me. He's like, yo, you protecting them niggas because they don't have protection. They never been protected. A lot of these young niggas, y'all ain't protected. I was protected. Regardless if I didn't understand it or whatever it was, but we had niggas, I had niggas that would protect me. Niggas ain't allow me to do certain shit. Now, when I wilded out, nigga, they was like, all right, well, whatever. But they still was protecting me. I still had an OG nigga that was still protecting me. Y'all don't have that. That's why I'm here. That's why I defend young niggas. I'm here to protect that. Nigga, I wouldn't be here talking to none of y'all if it wasn't for these, my OGs, my aunts, uncles, and none of them motherfuckers. They my OGs. My fucking aunts and shit used to get mad at my grandma because she keep protecting me. Like, this, you know this nigga a drug dealer. You know this nigga out here doing fuck shit. She was like, he good, though. He got a good heart. She knew that about me. These niggas' parents ain't telling them how horrible it is. They're just kicking them out. They ain't shit. I can't do that. Sorry. That shit was a rude awakening to me today. That I can't do that to y'all. My mama, as much as she did that bullshit that she did to me today, I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for her. I was sitting there telling my wife before we even got to the motherfucking intervention. I told my wife, I say, I don't steal and I ain't never stole and took nothing from nobody. Because of one time, I took some change off my mama's dresser. And nigga, my mom beat the shit out of me. Because she was like, you don't ever steal. I don't give a fuck what we go through. Whatever's in life, you don't steal from nobody. I ain't never stole nothing from nobody. Then mind you, I know she on that shit. So for her to say that to me, and ain't nobody ever say, oh, my mom was around breaking in people's houses, stealing from them, or no shit like that. Ain't nobody ever say that shit about my mom. Ever. And she was on that shit, you know, getting high, heavy. She was out there. But they ain't never say she stole nothing. You feel me? So, my mom told me that. On crack. Niggas ain't got that. And then I was sitting there telling the motherfuckers, I was like, yo, half of these niggas high. A lot of them high. They on drugs. Nigga, I can't tell you a lot of niggas I know that get high. That come from my generation. We don't get high like that. Nigga, that's a no-no. When Biggie said never get high on your own supply. Nigga, that shit was real. We don't get high on our own supply, nigga. We don't fuck with that shit. And the reason he said that was deeper than that. It was that, nigga, we don't get high on that shit because we done seen our parents get high. Aunts and uncles. And we seen what that did to them. And we probably, a lot of us probably was selling to them or selling to each other family members or getting high. Fuck out of here, man. You understand? Pac and them and Big, they was from, they was bigger than us. Like, they was from a different generation. I was like, you know what I'm saying? They got 10 years over us. That's a whole decade. And they was telling us that. Y'all don't have that. Young niggas don't have that. That's why they wild. That's why they do stupid, goofy shit. That's why they running around here acting like they know every fucking thing. They don't know shit. They self-taught. When they shouldn't, a lot of that shit they shouldn't be self-taught about. You niggas are, a lot of you niggas are druggies. And then you sitting out here trying to get mad at old niggas, and you niggas out here druggies. I'm like, oh, y'all niggas drinking, you niggas old, whatever. Nigga, you niggas are junkies. Think about that. I can put the can down if I want to. You niggas can't put them drugs down. I tell you that. You too far gone. Nah, you young niggas, you niggas are junkies. Them niggas be wilding because they junkies. Them young niggas wilding out because they junkies. It just is what it is. Then they acting like they better because you got some good clothes on or something. You got a chain on. You got covered eyes in your pocket. You ain't no junkie. You a junkie, nigga. A lot of these young niggas is junkies. They fucking junkies. You notice I didn't say all of y'all, but I said some of y'all, a lot of y'all. Y'all a bunch of fucking junkies. Niggas can't even control their own emotions. When I told motherfuckers, nigga, I almost lost my cool today. I felt like a kid today. My mom was saying that shit. And I wasn't even mad at what everybody, at the end I had to tell everybody, I wasn't mad at what y'all thought I was mad about. I was mad that nigga, she know me. And the shit that she said, nigga, you know I kill a motherfucker over. And you playing. You know me. Everybody in the family know how I am. I don't play like that. It ain't about being thorough or being this gangster nigga. It was never that for me. My family, listen, they'll tell you, that nigga crazy. They don't say no gangster shit. They say that nigga, he crazy. Cause I ain't, listen, you fuck with me and mine, you fuck with my people, nigga, I kill you. I always been like that. Always been built like that. I've been always overprotective. My wife knows that. No nigga don't play with my motherfucking family, nigga. I think that's, as much as she don't like it sometimes, but I had to calm down on a little bit. But that's one of the things that my wife love about me, because I'm overprotective. She, you know, she got her daddy issues or whatever, but you get what I mean? But that's what she love about me. Very overprotective, nigga. You play with me and mine, nigga, I kill you. It ain't no ifs, ands, or about it. It ain't nothing I gotta think about. I kill you. It ain't a threat. It's just, nigga, it's what I will do. I didn't get raised by soft niggas. I got raised by gangster niggas. Out of all those gangster motherfuckers that I know in my family and people that raised me, they're more gangster than I am. They're more gangster. I done seen them, know that they did certain shit that nobody knows that they did to people for less, or what I'm saying. So, no. It was crazy, right? Because I was sitting there like with a family friend. He my uncle Wayne. You know what I mean? That's family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my Uncle Wayne was like, said some crazy shit to me or whatever, right? I think he said some shit. Yeah, he misconstrued what the situation was. And he was like, oh, she said that? Talking about my sister, because, you know, my sister, one thing about my sister don't, on that side of the family, she ain't around like that. You know what I mean? Media family know who my sister is, but motherfuckers that ain't media family like that, they don't know my sister like that. My sister don't come around like that. She never did. And he said some shit. I was like, nigga, you acting like if she said it. It was like, if she did say it, nigga, I say, well, nigga, if you saying that, like you gonna do something to her. Nigga, that's my sister. You ain't gonna do shit to her. Say, what, nigga? Right, my Uncle Wayne came. I say, you heard me, nigga. Right? I say, nigga, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna put no hands on my motherfucking sister. You crazy? Right? Don't get it twisted, nigga. You still family. I mean, you still family friend. You're a family friend. Nigga, don't get that shit twisted. You ain't gonna do nothing to my motherfucking sister. Right? And he said, what, nigga? I said, you heard me, nigga? He said, well, so what? I said, then I stood up. Right? You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought I had to fuck him up. I ain't gonna lie to you. But, he stood up. Like, nigga, what? Whatever. He said, nigga, you know what? I'll shoot your young ass. But that's my Uncle Wayne though. Like, my Uncle Wayne, like, nah, nigga, we ain't gonna do this, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause we family, like, 'cause I already fuck him up. But my Uncle Wayne, he talk a certain type of way. If you don't know my Uncle Wayne, like, he says shit and it could trigger you, right? But it triggered me. Like, nigga wasn't in the space for that bullshit he was doing, but he said it, and nigga like, what? But he, like, said what he said. I said, oh, that's my motherfucking nigga. That's the Wayne I know. Gave him a 5, gave him a hug, gave my Uncle Wayne a hug. Shit, he was like, good. He's like, hey, nephew, you know I'll fuck you up, though. Like, no, he said, no, I kill you, right? He whispered that shit in my ear. I said, nigga, hey, vice versa. My Uncle Wayne ain't no whore like that. He a gangster. You know what I mean? But, you know, we did that shit in there just like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, don't forget who the fuck I am. But my Uncle Wayne was like, nigga, don't forget who the fuck I am either, nigga. I'm a old OG, nigga. I shoot niggas. See, I come from a lot of shooters. So, my Uncle Wayne a shooter nigga. So, shout out to my Uncle Wayne, man. That shit funny to me now, cause the shit went the way it's supposed to went, but if that shit wouldn't have went left, yo, I'd probably fuck my Uncle Wayne up in there, man. Like, seriously. And not cause if he was in his younger days, it'd be a more of a competitive fight. But he older now. I'll beat shit out of him. In real talk. And not to take him lightly, cause like he's still in shape at his age and shit. He's like, I think my Uncle Wayne is like 60, 61, 62. But he's still in good shape though. I wouldn't put him past a fucking a young nigga up to, you know what I mean? Or give me a little run for my money. But I would beat shit out of my Uncle Wayne, man. Fuck out of here, man. But yeah, that shit bothered me. Nigga, who the fuck you talking to? But it let me know too that my family ain't as close as that we supposed to be. Because he didn't know who the fuck my sister is, that she 4 years younger than me. And everybody else know her in the motherfucking house. But he doesn't. It doesn't mean she don't come around. So, you know, it was a wake-up call too in a way. But shout out to my Uncle Wayne, man. There's no beef. I love that man. That man always, you know, he like that. My Uncle Wayne like that. I call my Uncle Wayne. That's why I be telling motherfuckers like, yo, shit I know in the street a lot of times come from my uncle. You know what I mean? He like that in them streets. You know what I'm saying? He just one of them motherfucking dudes that he ain't in the streets, but he's connected to the streets. He's in that bitch and he know what's going on. So, a lot of shit I know in the streets a lot of times come from my Uncle Wayne. But shout out to my Uncle Wayne, man. Yeah, real talk. Alright, people, we gonna get on out of here, man. Leave y'all comments, hit that like button, support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.